Hey, family. Welcome. Look, I got another book by Debbie Allen. I am so excited. I get excited. I love. Oh, I'm gonna tell you. I'm really enjoying reading her children's books. Her books are just absolutely enticing. They're just amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh boy, forgot to introduce myself. Welcome to Story Time with an Alpha. My name is Keith Henley. I am your. You see how I get when I get too excited. I forget to introduce myself. Yes, welcome to Story Time with an Alpha. Keith Henley as your host, and this is today's book. All right, so let's get started. All right, so this is called Brothers of the Night. And again, more pictures by Mr. Kadir Nelson. Oh, gotta read. Just to give you a little insight of what the book is about. The Knight brothers have a secret. Reverend Knight can't understand why his 12 sons' sneakers are torn to threads each and every morning, and the boys aren't talking. They know their all-night dancing wouldn't fit with their father's image in the community. Maybe, just maybe, Sunday, a pretty new nanny with a knack for getting to the bottom of household mysteries can crack the case. Let's see. What a way to open up a story, right? The Brothers of the Night by Debbie Allen. All right. Once upon a time in a little village called Harlem, that's in New York City, there lived a man, Reverend Knight. Spelled with a K, like knight in shining armor, and like a knight. He was a very good man, a leader in the community who preached a powerful sermon every Sunday. He lived with his 12 sons, whom he loved with all his heart. So there's Reverend Knight, there's Brooke, Bobby, Joe, Snacky, Gerald and Jackie, Teeny Tiny Tappin' Theo, Lazy Leo, Big Fat Raoul, likes to act like a fool, Billy and Willie, and of course, Michael, head of the clan and a ladies' man. And their big dog, Happy. That's me. That's right, I'm a talking dog. It's a magical story. You didn't say anything when that pig was talking in that movie. Shh, quiet. Reverend Knight raised his sons with a firm, loving hand. But a lot was going on that it could not be explained. Well, the trouble all started when every housekeeper Reverend Knight hired either quit or got fired. Why? Because every morning the brothers' shoes would be worn to threads, messed up, torn up, stinky, dirty, tacky, jacked up. You get the picture? And you know they tried to blame it on me. Oh, the dog did it. The dog. What did I want with some old stinky shoes? And let me tell you, that little one's feet smell worse than all of them. Phew! Woo! Well, Reverend Knight gave all the nannies a key to lock the brothers in at night. Lizzie, the last nanny, even tried putting slip and slide wax on the floor. So if anybody got up in the middle of the night, they make a lot of noise. The only noise we heard was when her big butt fell down and broke the floor. Well, that's another story for another day. But every night, not one peep could be heard from the brothers' room. And they would be sound asleep the next morning. Still, every morning their shoes would be worn to threads, messed up, torn up, stinky, dirty, tacky, jacked up. And if you ask those boys about their shoes, they say they all slept all night, but they had fun in their dreams. Well, Reverend was at his wits' end. People came far and wide to hear his sermons, and yet he couldn't solve the problems in his own home. One day, Reverend Knight put a big 2-page ad in Jet magazine. Wanted, housekeeper experience with boys ages 7 to 17. Bonus trip to Jamaica if torn up shoes mystery is solved. Yes, I can read too. Well, that Sunday, he preached a powerful sermon, and the people really feeling the spirit. But he didn't let them do much shouting, thought it was undignified. After the congregation filed out and the brothers went to their choir practice, he went into his private room and prayed for guidance and help with his sons. Where do I go from here? He asked over and over. When the brothers and Reverend Knight returned home from their church, a small woman dressed in bright colors was waiting on their doorstep. She talked like a sweet little bird, said, "I've come to help with the boys. My name is Sunday, Sweet Sunday, because I bake pies and cakes." She had lots of energy, and all her belongings fit in one small bag that was so heavy, even Reverend couldn't pick it up. Sunday took one look at the house, opened her bag, and pulled out all kinds of mops and brooms. She put the brothers to work cleaning, dusting, waxing, mopping, washing windows till they sparkled and shined. The brothers didn't like it one bit. Well, Reverend Knight liked her very much. Oh, talk about cooking. Whew. Her smothered chicken, sweet potato biscuits, and lemon crunch cookies were jump up and down, slap yourself in the face good. Wow. Woo, that woman could cook. And after dinner that night, with the brothers eavesdropping on the grown folks' conversation, Reverend confided that he really hoped that she could solve the mystery of the torn up shoes. There's something going on that the boys won't tell me. Sunday, taking him by the hand, replied, "Rest your mind, sir. Rest your mind, Reverend. I'm sure the brothers will learn to trust me and tell me everything." Reverend sighed and looked back on the couch with a big old smile on his face. The brothers weren't having any of that. The oldest, Michael, said, "Let's put her to the test, just like all the rest." The brothers put their hands together and made a pact. Old girl, gotta go. The brothers slept together in one long bed. Soon as Reverend tucked them in that evening and said goodnight, the door was locked. Sunday went right to sleep on the other side of the door. She was snoring like a little bear when the cookie man sneaked through the secret doorway in their bed. Party time! He yelled, sounding like an elf, 'cause that's exactly what he was. The brothers, tiptoeing quietly, got dressed, grabbed their dancing canes, and sneaked out through the secret doorway. They didn't know that Sunday had been sleeping with one eye open. She pulled a magic scarf from underneath her which made her invisible, out of her small bag and followed along. The brothers danced their way across the rooftops, stepping and stomping. The moon gave everything a magical glow, as if they were dancing on the Milky Way. Still invisible, Sunday followed them down a fire escape, down a shiny pole to the big band ballroom, the liveliest dance spot in the world. The girls were already there, waiting for the brothers to show. Ooh, talk about a party! Sunday watched as each brother matched up with his girl. Even Tiny Tap and Theo had a partner, Charlotte. Theo told me Charlotte was fat. You know, good looking. He doesn't know what fat is. Nadine, that big Irish seller down the street, now that's fat. Okay. Anyway, back to the story. We're gonna get back here to the story. Well, anyway, as I was saying, each couple seemed to outdance the other, swinging. By the end of the night, everybody's shoes were worn to threads, messed up, torn up, stinky, dirty, tacky, jacked up. And just before the sun came up, they all dashed out of the ballroom. Well, Sunday ran ahead of them, crossed the rooftops. The brothers followed. Sunday hurried through the secret passage, and by the time the brothers got back, she was snoring like a little bear on the other side of their door. The brothers piled their worn out shoes in front of their bed and went to sleep. Sunday snuck back into the room, swirling her magic scarf. She said, "Woo, great Guga, Muga, Shuga, Booga." And she made the torn up shoes vanish and brand new ones appeared. When Reverend came to wake the boys, he found all their shoes in front of the bed, clean and sparkling. Sunday was up and cheerful, hurrying them to come to eat breakfast. She had baked special biscuits, shaped like shoes. Snacky whispered to Michael, "We better keep an eye on this old girl." Every night for a month, the brothers would sneak out to the ballroom. Every night, Sunday, invisible in her magic scarf, would follow. And every morning, their shoes would sparkle brand new. They checked to make sure she was sleeping before they left and after they got home. And there she was, snoring like a little bear. They knew she'd been following them, but they didn't know how. Their father was just plain happy. The house was never cleaner. He never ate better, and neither did I. And there were no more torn up shoes. Best of all, Sunday's sweetness was working on a little magic on him. How do you keep those boys' shoes so clean? He'd ask her. Looking a little starry-eyed, she'd always answer, "Oh, I just stay close to them without getting in their way." Finally, the brothers waited for Sunday and got in her face. Michael said, "You know, you've been following us." Theo begged, "Please don't tell Dad." Sunday said, "Boys, why do you keep this from him? He loves you so much." Michael answered, "Dad would never approve of us dancing like that. It doesn't fit in with his image in the community." Sunday said, "How do you know? You've never talked with him about it." Then Tiny Theo piped up and said, "Grown-ups are too old. You don't get, kids, what we really like. Besides, none of you can dance anyway." Well, Joe echoed, "Yeah, Monday, you can't dance." "My name is not Monday," she replied. "Tuesday, whatever," said Joe as the brothers busted their sides laughing. Well, Sunday broke into a dance routine that went from Jimmy Slide to Fred Astaire to Bob Fosse all the way to Michael Jackson. She kicked, jumped, and twirled all over that room. Taught us all a thing or two. That's right. That's right. The dog likes to dance too, okay? The brothers couldn't hardly keep up with her and laughed like crazy trying. And they did it. And that did it. With their friend, they were friends. That night, when the boys went to the ballroom, Sunday went too. And she didn't bother to wear her magical scarf. Sunday could kick it out, y'all. At breakfast the next morning, she started singing and tapping her feet as she served hot yellow grits. Oh, cheese grits. I love cheese grits. The brothers knew she was waiting for them to talk with their father. They weren't ready. Then one evening, Reverend Knight noticed me chewing up on a torn up old shoe. All right. So I chew up one every once in a while. Sheesh, why y'all making such a big deal out of this? What are you going to do? Arrest me? I have to act like a dog sometimes, just to make sure you people feel normal. Well, anyway, Reverend looked and saw another chew shoe by my foot and another one by my tail. He followed the trail to the old pantry, opened the door, and there he saw the torn up shoes piled high, almost to the ceiling. Well, how was I supposed to know? I'm just a dog. Oh, you know what? You people, that's right, always blaming it on the dog. Oh, we lead such a hard life. Well, When Sunday and the brothers returned home from the movies, Reverend Knight was pacing back and forth in front of all those shoes. Sunday stared at the brothers, but they didn't say a word. So she stepped forward. Reverend, please don't blame the boys for keeping secrets from you. It's all my fault. I'll pack my things and leave tomorrow. But may I say one thing? He nodded. You have done a fine job raising your sons. But the truth is, they don't believe you really want to know how they feel. Why they do. Reverend Knight interrupted her. Thank you, Miss Sunday. I know my boys. Oh, of course you do, said Sunday. Goodbye, Reverend. The thought of Sunday leaving pulled out the hearts of the father and the boys, but no one was ready to stand up for her except me. I howled and howled, but they just put me outside. The next day, with tears in their eyes, the brothers said goodbye to Sunday. She kissed each one, and with her suitcase in hand, she left for the bus station. Reverend and the brothers went to church. Then, with the rays of the sun shining on his face and the spirit of love touching his heart, Reverend gave the sermon of his life. Looking right at his sons, he preached, shouted, and even started to prance, talking about trusting in the Lord and remember how to trust one another. Whoo! He got carried away, and he did the twist, the mashed potato, and the monkey time. When he started the funky chicken, the whole congregation sprang to its feet and began to wail. The brothers shouted the loudest. Well, as soon as church was out, the boys rushed to their father. They told the whole story, how they loved to dance and sneaked out to the big band ballroom, but they were afraid that he wouldn't approve, and how Sunday had only tried to give them time to face their father. Well, Reverend hugged his sons and asked, "Can you forgive me for keeping something from you?" The brothers looked puzzled. Reverend Knight said, "I used to be the best dancer at the sock hops. Now, we better hurry to try and see if we can get Sunday back." Sunday was just getting ready to board the bus when Reverend Knight, out of breath, knelt down in the middle of the street. "Sunday, will you dance with me?" Well, he told her how sorry he was and how she needed to come back home so that they could be a family. The brothers surrounded her and said, "Yes, yes, yes, please come back." Well, let the church bell start ringing. The brothers were so happy, they all started dancing. And the people in the street started dancing and chanting, "Ooh, there's gonna be a wedding. There's gonna be a wedding. A wedding. A wedding." I had to call my designer and get an outfit. Sunday and Reverend were married and had their reception at the big band ballroom. What a party that was. Oh, and they all lived happily ever after. Except me. Treated me like a dog. Put me outside 'cause somebody went and gave them a cat. I'm telling you, you just can't trust people. How was that, family? Woo, boy, I tell you, the brothers' night was just too much. And Sunday, woo, that girl she had a little something underneath her. Well, listen, family, I hope you have enjoyed today's read. It was a joy reading it and sharing it with you. Can't wait to share next week's story with you, and I'm looking forward to you all coming back and hanging out with Keith. Me. Story time with an alpha. Until the next time, you guys have a blessed one. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Until then, you have a blessed week. Keep reading. Keep reading. Love you, family.